Welcome back to my channel. This is Meghana from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today I am discussing about relational model concepts, relational model constraints and relational database schema. First, we see about the introduction to relational model concepts. The relational model is a fundamental approach to database designs that organizes data into tables with rows and columns. It provides a structured way to store, manage information, enable efficient data retrieval and manipulation. Next, we say about the entities, attributes, and the tuples. Entities are the fundamental building blocks of relational model, representing real world objects or concepts. Each entity has a unique identifier and a set of attributes that describes its properties. Attributes are the individual piece of information that defines an entity. They can be string, numbers, data, or other any data types, and they are used to capture the retrieval relevant details about an entity. Tuples are the rows in the relational database table, representing a single instance or occurrence of an entity. Each tuple contains the specific values for the attributes that define that entity. Next, relational database tables. Relational database tables are fundamental building blocks of a relational database. Each table represents an entity such customers provides or orders and contains rows like tuples or data and columns attributes that defines the structure of the data. Tables are organized into rows and columns where each represents a unique instance and entity, and each column represents a particular characteristics or priority of the entity. Next, primary key and candidate key. Primary key is nothing but a single unique value in a row. Let's see the definition. A primary key is a column or set of columns that uniquely identifies each row in a table. It ensures data integrity and enables efficient data retrieval. And candidate key. Candidate key are the attributes or set of attributes that can uniquely identify each row in a table. They survive a potential primary key from which one is chosen. Uniqueness. Both primary key and candidate key must have unique values of each rows, ensuring no duplicates in a duplicate in the table. This is a circular constraint for relational database designs. Next, we see about the foreign key and referential integrity. Foreign key definition. A foreign key is an attribute or set of attributes in one table that refers the primary key another table, establishing a relational between two tables. Referential integrity. The referential integrity constraint ensures that the values in the foreign key columns of a table matches the value in the primary key column of the related table. Enforcing referential integrity. Referential integrity is enforced through the uses of foreign key constraints which prevent insert, update, or deletion of data that would violate the relational between the tables. Next, we'll see about the relational model constraints. Entity integrity constraints, domain integrity constraints, referential integrity constraints, user defined constraints. Integrity integrity sorry Entity integrity constants. This constant ensures that every row in a table has a unique identifier, typically a primary key. No two rows have the same primary key values, maintaining in integrity of the e- entity. Domain integrity constants. The constant specifies the allowed data types, formats and ranges of each attributes in a table. It ensures the validity and constancy of the data stored in the database. Retrieval integrity constants. These constants ensures the value in the foreign key column matches the value in the primary key columns of the referenced table. It maintains the relational between tables and prevents operand data. Domain integrity constants. The domain specifies the allowed data type. Sorry, I finished that also. Next, user defined constants. Developers can also define customer constants to enforce specific business rules and data validation requirements. These constants helps maintain the overall integrity and consistency of the database. Next, we'll say about the entity integrity constants. Maintaining data assurance, reliable data structure, strengthening relationship. The entity integrity constants ensures that every table has a primary key that uniquely identifies each row, prevents duplicate or null values in a critical field. Next, reliable data structure. By enforcing unique identifiers for each record, the entity constants upholds the fundamental structure of a relational database, enabling constants that storage and retrieval. Strengthening relationship. The entity integrity constants ensures that primary key has the reliable used to establish relationship between tables, circular accepts of relational database designs. Next, we'll say about the domain integrity constants in detail. The domain integrity constants ensures that the value in a database table, either the defined data types and range of acceptable values of each attributes. This ensures data consistency and accuracy by preventing invalid or insensical entities. For example, a column representing a person's age should only accept integer values between 0 to 120, allowing non-numeric or out of the range inputs. It will shows error. Next, we'll see about referential integrity concepts. In that, enrolling relational constants, maintaining data consistency, defining relations. The referential integrity constants ensures that the value in one table's foreign key column matches the primary key value in another related table. This maintains the logical constants between data across the database. Maintaining data consistency. By enforcing referential integrity, that database prevents orphan records and the ensures that related data remains linked. This previous that overall integrity and logical structure of the database. Defining relations. The relational integrity constant is defined as part of database schema. The it specifics how tables can related to each other and how changes in one table impact connected data in another table. Relational database schema designs. This is the last concept about today's. Defining entity. Entity, sorry, identify the key objects or concepts in your domain that needs to represented in the database. Each entity should have a unique set of attributes. Next, we'll see about the established relationship. Determines how the entity relate to another, map out of the another way to one to many, many to many, and one to one relation between entities. Assign primary keys for each entity. Designate a unique primary key that will survive as a identifier of each record. This primary key should be specify a constants. Define foreign keys. Establish foreign key to represent the relational between entities. Foreign key like link one between the another, enforcing relational entities. This is about today's topic. Thank you for giving this time.